Hi everybody. In this video we're going to talk about how you can set up appointment slots in your Google Calendar so that you can send it out to your students and they can pick a time to meet with you. It saves a whole lot of back and forth via email, and it also allows students to pick a time that best fits their needs. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we do is go into your Google Calendar, and if you're like me, you typically work in the monthly view of calendar, and that's okay, but for the purpose of setting up appointment slots, you want to work in the day or the weekly view. You can always switch back to the monthly view later. So I'm in the weekly view here, and I've received all kinds of emails from departments and teachers that they want to meet sometime during this week. So I'm going to go ahead and set up meeting times for Wednesday the 2nd, but I'm going to set up individual appointment slots that they can then use to book me for that time. So I'm going to click on the event. So notice I can click anywhere. If you're new to Google Calendar, I can click anywhere here and an event starts. I can also do that by going over here and creating an event. But let's go ahead and just click on Wednesday the 2nd. I'm just going to call this event Meet with Aaron. Pretty simple. And then the next thing I need to do is just click appointment slots. So Google makes this really easy, as they do with most things. So I make sure I'm in the right day, September 2nd. I'm going to start my meetings at 8:30. I'm going to end them somewhere around 2:30. Where is that? Oh, not 2:30 a.m., preferably. And then there's another option here. You could do a single slot. That would be pretty brutal to have a meeting that long, so I'm going to go ahead and do slots with duration. And depending on what you're using it for, if you're doing a quick check-in with students, you might set it to 10 or 15 minutes. The default is 30. Or when I meet with departments and teachers, I tend to book that for an hour, so I'm going to go ahead and change that to 60 minutes. And then here is where you tell it what calendar you want it to feed into. So you may want to set up a new calendar called Meetings or a new calendar called Office Hours if that works for you. I tend to bring everything work-related into one calendar because that's what works for me. But if you wanted to pick a different calendar, of course, you would just click on this drop-down arrow, and then you would pick the calendar that you want these appointments to show up in. Okay, let's move on. Let's go ahead and click Save. So as you can see, this comes in as one event. So the important thing to know about events and appointment slots is that it's one event, but with several different appointment slots within that event. So you're not creating 10 different events for people to choose from. So if you wanted to book appointments all day and then schedule in a lunch break or a break in the middle, there's a couple ways you could do that. You could book an event in the morning called Meet with Aaron in the morning, and then Meet with Aaron in the afternoon, or you could just schedule for the whole day, and then you could book out a time slot or two for your lunch break in the middle. So there's a couple different ways to do that. So let me go ahead and just show you the difference between this event and a regular event. I'll just call this Demo. You'll notice here that in this one, you have this little kind of 4-square grid, and that's what tells you that this is an event that contains appointment slots. So that's just a quick view of what type of event that is. So we've created our appointment slots for an hour each all day long. How do we get those appointment slots to other people? So really easy. You click on your event, and then you see this link where it says go to appointment page for this calendar. You click on that. And then this shows you the page with the appointment slots. Now, obviously there's none on this page because I'm not in the right week. So it defaults to the week that you're currently in for this page. So I'm just going to flip up to the week that I was taking appointments. I see here September 2nd, and then this is how it's going to look so people can pick Meet with Aaron. Now, this is my view of the calendar. When you send it to others, they won't see your personal information in here. And let me show you what that looks like. So to send it to others, you're going to go up to the top and you're going to copy this link, copy this URL. And then I'm going to jump over to a different browser really quick and then just paste that in here. So here I'm not logged into my SBS DME account. I'm logged into my personal account. So you can see what this looks like from someone who is not you. So as you can see, all of the work calendar information has been removed, and they only see the appointment slots. Okay, so for them to book an appointment, very simple. They click Meet with Aaron. Who? Aaron Davies. Yeah, it's a little confusing when you're using two accounts that has your name. So let's say Google Meet, and then I can even put in my Google Meet name here if I want to. But remember, this is the student, so I'll just say Google Meet. I don't even have to put anything in there, to be honest. And then let's chat about sites, and then go ahead and hit save. So here I can go in and view it in my calendar. So again, this is the student. This gives them an option, or the colleague, to view something in the calendar. I don't need to do that. I'm going to click out of here, and then you'll notice this first block is gone. So it's showing up as it's unavailable to book because it's already been booked. So what does that look like on your end? Let's go back to our calendar here, and I'm going to refresh it, and then jump to the correct week. And then you can see here that I'm meeting with Aaron Davies, the other Aaron Davies. And then these are still, I can still see the ones that are available for other people to book, but this is the one that's currently booked. So I can also go into my own calendar, and now I can see that I'm meeting with Aaron Davies. So this will still show up as an event that you have set up, but the individual bookings will come in with it. If that's confusing, you can go to the day view, and then you can see just September 2nd, and it'll spread it out a little bit for you. So that's how you create appointment slots in Google Calendar. Now, when you're finished, there's a lot of things I didn't include on this video, so I'd like you to click on the link that's just to the right of this video, so that you can see some of the other things that you can do with appointment slots in Google Calendar. I just really wanted to create a video to get you started. So some of the things you'll see if you click on that resource is creating an event, which we talked about, inviting people by sending them the link. There's a couple of the things you can do there. Managing your privacy settings, responding to event invitations, how to delete an event. There's some more information down here, like how to invite groups to Google Calendars. So these are some things you can check out by clicking on the link to the right of this video. And as always, you can email me, and now you can book a time with me, and we can chat about it some more.